All right, so yesterday we talked about how your smartphone, your next one, is probably going to cost more than your last one. And it's going to be by a considerable margin. In all likelihood, Trump tariffs could raise the cost of your smartphone components, the assembly of the phones, the transport of the phones. There's so many different things that could raise the cost, right? So if you paid $1,000 for your last iPhone, it's possible you could pay $1,300 for your, next version of your iPhone or more. That's definitely possible. Now, the network builders, they're going to be subjected to pressure too. And that could come in the form of CapEx that's utilized for spending on equipment costs for their network building. They would likely also increase. Now, the indications are that it could increase by about 7%. And I guess upwards as high as 10%. Regardless, the Trump tariffs, should they, eventually parlay themselves, manifest themselves into what we end up paying for goods and services, it's going to have a profound impact around the economy. It's not going to be, avoidable. It's going to hit every industry. It's going to hit everything that we make, we do, we utilize, because so much is done overseas. And then whether it's the materials or it's the components or it's the assembly, it's going to find its way into our economy. So I thought about it, and I just wanted to throw this out there and get your thoughts and opinions on it, because obviously you guys follow everything in the industry with me. Do you think that Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile are going to be potentially raising prices because their network building costs are going to increase? Now, you may believe it's going to be something impactful, and you may believe it's something that could hit very soon. I certainly believe that it's going to be a factor. I just don't know by how much and by what the magnitude is. I can tell you that the carriers have already set their CapEx for the year. This level of uncertainty that's coming from these tariffs, it's a bit of an unknown in terms of the reach. It's a bit of an unknown of the magnitude. But I'm not sure about, your cell phone plans increasing because of network building costs possibly increasing. I don't know how much that's going to impact your plans, for example. I see a very competitive marketplace for the wireless consumer. Like, if you don't like how much you're paying for service now, chances are you could leave the plan you have, stay with the same carrier and pay a little less, or you can leave the carrier you have and end up paying less. That's still a thing. There's competitive forces in the marketplace that could have you paying less. So if you decide that some costs are just too high and you're trying to cut, and there's economic uncertainty and you're going to tighten the belt and you're going to look for better deals, that's still available in the marketplace. There's MVNOs, there's prepaid, there's postpaid deals that are obviously lower cost. There's entry-level plans, there's promotional periods, there's ways to work around this. I just don't know if a 7 to 10% increase in cost to the carriers manifests itself in a huge way across the industry. And then from that respect, it's definitely not going to cancel out the competition we see as Verizon has gotten more active. T-Mobile has responded, AT&T has responded. Things aren't looking bad. So I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Drop me a line, drop me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out some more of our videos. We'll see you guys on the next one.